Can you hear me? What about now? Can you hear me? All right. Super. Awesome. Let's do it. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Friday's trading session that we're going to be doing. Wednesday, we made about 6 grand in profit. It wasn't the total profit that we had acquired altogether. We did acquire around $10,000 in profit during that trading session, which was around 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. However, towards the end of it, I did want to risk a little bit more. I did not become successful in that risk. However, it's just part of it, but I still came out on $6,000 on top. So a big plus, right? So we took it from 176,000 to 181K, which is really, really good, right? I mean, especially within 30 minutes, it's fantastic, right? Most people don't make it in a month, but we managed to do it in one trading session, which is fantastic. Once you get to a level of trading where you start to really start to get that profit kind of coming in, you're going to be able to risk a little bit more, right? That doesn't mean that you're going to be successful in those trades. That just simply means that you have a chance to make even more money, right? So you can call it greed if you want. Like, I was a bit greedy during this time, so it did turn around and bite me in the ass, so to speak. So it's okay, right? So either way, 6 grand on top, no complaints, right? I am gonna try to dial in a little bit more, specifically, right? So, I try to enter every trading session with the idea to make $1,000. It's not big, it's not major, especially when you have a portfolio that is portfolio. I meant capital such as what we have, which is 181,000 sitting right now, right? So, $1,000 is it's kind of very conservative in that. So, however, every time I say that, we're making around 4 or 5, which nobody in their right mind would ever complain, right? So that's kind of the goal of what to do. The last trading session, which was on Wednesday, I was making some bigger trades. We did make a lot of money. I think the big trade was around 17K. Yeah, something like that, like 16, 17K. I can't quite remember, just because when you're looking at numbers all day long, all numbers become the same, to be honest, right? So, all right, let's kick this thing off, right? So let me show you my screen. All right, so just because I'm trying to do a little bit of crypto and a little bit of currency, right? I like to look at first of what's going on in crypto, and since I'm speaking with you live, I try to not look at any charts or anything unless I'm with you, so that way you see it actually taking place in my thought process as it goes. Now, I screw up. Sometimes my thoughts are a mess, right? So I'm speaking to you, I'm looking at the charts, I'm thinking all at the same time. So sometimes I'll go quiet, sometimes I look like an idiot just staring at the screen. So be patient with me. I'm just trying to give you that authentic experience. Okay, so Wednesday when I looked at crypto bubbles, it was actually doing okay. Today, it's shit. XRP's minus 5%, Bitcoin's minus 2.5%, Solana's fell by 5.2 as for the day, and Ethereum's minus 2.2. The only two winners I see that's significant to even mention is ZEC, ZEC, so it's 6.4 in the plus, and TRX Tron is up by 1.6. The crypto market's not doing too good. All right, I'm going to close that out, and we're going to pop in over here. Now, this is the euro to the US dollar. We've been trading on that for the last couple of weeks, which has shown really, really good profits for me. So right now, this is the 1 minute. Don't follow. I can't express this enough. Do not follow the trend that's going on here. This is just a lot of noise. Go to like the 5 and the 10 minute to get a rough idea, but you still want to go like the hour, 4 hours to get the daily trend, which is down, right? Let's look at the daily just to kind of get an overall view. Kind of a little bit of a range area here breaking down below it, which also shows us that it's probably going to continue downward. But there's 11 hours left in the trading period, right? So if you have questions, especially like right now as I'm covering this non-essential information, ask them, right? So shoot it to me that way I can kind of answer it. Okay, so I'm trading on the 1 minute time frame mostly just because I have a little bit of volume and it gives me a little bit idea. It's just something I'm comfortable with pocket options. If we're trading something on a different platform, for example, like Bybit or something like that, or even Forex, I typically like 30 minutes, 1 hour time frame. And if I'm trying to do like a little long, so that way I can kind of step away and not look at the screen, 4 hours, right? And if I'm going for like monthly, I'm going on the 1 day, right? To especially. So I enter my trades mostly on the one, but I kind of dial in what's happening on the 5 minute assess what's to assess what's going on simply because it eliminates all the noise. So let's look at the 5 here. The only complaint that I have about pocket options is that the this chart, right? It doesn't feel comfortable, right? So I can't like scroll down because I like this to be horizontal a little bit higher, right? And it only happens when I zoom in, but I need to look back here. It's a headache for me. Okay, we got a strong push coming up on the 5. We're breaking past this structure here. Now, if we break above this point, at one point, you're going to see it come up even higher. Now, I'm not going to try to enter a whole lot of trades today. I try not to do that just because it's risky and I get burnt out. Okay, so how we've been trading recently is through the high and the low, bouncing back from this. I'll put this one there, and starting from the most recent ones and here. Yeah. Now this is another one. I need one more of these. And I'm gonna drag it about right here just because we can kind of fall below. Ooh, about right in this area. Because you have this up here, the swing, and this swing here. So, and this is another one right here. And I'm gonna put one more, and I'm gonna make it a different color because it's the most recent that I need to pay attention for, right? So we're gonna make that like any other color. Doesn't really matter. What just happened? No. Okay, it screwed me. Now I got confused. Right here. Yeah, this one. And now that we clicked on it, okay, thanks. All right. 5 minute, and now we can go to the 1 minute and take a look. Now we're in the middle of this little. We're in the middle of the high and the low. Not a good time to enter a trade, so we're gonna wait and see what this candle is going to be doing because it could bounce down and start going down. If we go up, well, we get slapped in the face, right? So we're gonna wait. Not going to do $1,000. Do 250. If we need to double up on that, we will. If we need to roll it over, we will, which will be 5, but just double the time. And we're gonna wait for our entry point here. So you see what I mean? So if I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna go up, that's where we would have got completely bent over the table. All right. Yeah, it's cold as shit. It's December. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm not wearing a t-shirt, and I don't think you really care if I wear like a sports jacket or a uh, dress shirt, right? So I'm not gonna do it if you don't mind. If you think I should, tell me. If I look unprofessional, let me know. Okay, and my cool little purple light went to shit too, so not really overall a good day. Okay, this candle, by the way, if you need some tips and tricks or any kind of advice, definitely learn your candlestick patterns. I like to trade on these. I like to understand them. It just helps me in how I trade. Now you might need different. It's just I don't like to use a whole lot of indicators. It's just it I get annoyed and I'm ADHD, so I don't like to use them. Now they're useful sometimes, the RSIs and the MACDs and all of that, but the candle kind of tells me what's going on most recently, which is really really helpful for the 1 minute. I mean, by the time if you're trading on the 1 minute time frame and you're trying to like follow all of these and you're dialing them in, like you have to be very very fast with it, or you get screwed. And here's our moment, and I'm going to go down from here. And the and I'm not going to say it's cool because it's another thing that I don't really care for is this timer countdown. The payout on pocket options is great, but the timer countdown, you got to dial it in. Or when I mean dial in, like you got to find the right time for what the candlesticks and the volume's doing for you, right? Um, 2 minutes and 30, 250 is kind of good sometimes in certain trades or risk trades. You need higher. So, for example, if we entered like in the middle of this like little range here, now remember this one's like a temporary one we need to watch out for, which means that we could power through it going down, but it also means that we could bounce off of it. It's like a 50-50. It's just a reminder. So, one second. I just need to, yeah. The reason why I did that was because I seen this candle that it did close and it's a little bit of an engulfing of the previous, right? So it just shows the momentum's coming down. And I think within 1 minute, how I feel is like 1 minute it will continue lower. So if it was like 3 minutes, probably not. 4 minutes, probably not. So that's the reason why I did that. Now I could break even from it, yeah, or not, so I can make some cash. So that's why that decision is made. So if I break even, okay, not a big deal. If it does continue to go down like how I was thinking it was going to go down, then I will profit some money, right? And it looks like it's doing so. We got a wick forming up. Okay. Another thing you got to watch out for is the hype at the beginning of a new candle, especially in the 1 minute, will push it up. So if that countdown timer starts to get down lower and lower and a new candle forms, that hype can push it up and stop you out um, at a wrong time. I've noticed that too. So you kind of see it's like 40 seconds, 30 seconds coming down here, and that's not what we want. We want to see it continue to get pushed down. See, and then there we go all together. And we'll lose the 250 bucks if it doesn't drop. There we go. It's the exciting part of it. 20 seconds. Come on. It's forming a new candle, which will show that buyers did step in, but the selling pressure was enough to push it back down. So it wants to give us a heart attack first thing, right? And we'll probably break even. Oh, nope. We broke even. Okay, we would have not broke even, but we need to dial in our time a little bit more, say 3 minutes. Yeah, I could just do this, right? But put 3 minutes even. I like even numbers anyways. So yeah, where are we sitting at? Hmm, the same. We're gonna wait just a little bit more, and we got push through. So of course, the bigger gaps between the highs and the lows, the better, just because you have more room. I'm going to enter another 250 here. If you feel like being risky, you can lower the time frame. I've made a lot of money within like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute too. I'm gonna roll that over for down. Yeah. Honestly, where is that sitting? Ah, it got moved. You see that? How it got moved? Like right here is actually the ideal place. So that kind of broke my entry point a little bit. Okay, it's cool. We got 5 minutes. Hopefully it'll go down for 500 bucks. Not something too bad. Now, going down is against the trend, a bit risky, but you still want to trade with it, right? I just believe it's going to kind of retrace a little bit down. Probably not. And this is going to show me either way. So it'll be a $500 learning experience, but we'll see. My trading style is very unorthodox. So it's not something that you really see everywhere. I've been called reckless. You see this candle, how it's smaller? So momentum's smaller and smaller, and wicks, I just think it's going to go down. We're going to see. Let's check it out. If I did not make the mistake, or I don't even know what to call it a mistake, if I had paid closer attention to where this line was and I entered my position a little bit higher, because that's what I would have, the potential for it to actually come down and touch below that before the timer ends is a lot greater. Yeah. Okay. So definitely we're going to lose out on this one, and that's fine. So now we're going to shift a little bit. Our trend's going up. We want it to retrace down, and then we can enter. I'm going to go 2 minutes for the 250, let it go down, and then I can go long. Just going to watch this candle. And if you notice, it's kind of coming down here, so I entered another one. Yeah. And you don't always have to double up, only like if you feel like it's going to kind of come up, but I wanted the extra time either way. So here we'll break even from this. If it closes out above this time. And sometimes instead of going like 1,000, it's better to enter a few positions at a smaller amount of money with different time intervals here, so you don't completely lose 1,000 just based off one time interval. It's just kind of also another little tip. Uh, and you got to get it in too. Right. Because if it jumps down right when you click, it can get you. It's probably gonna make an example out of me about the time. So we're gonna go back to like 2:30, 2:40 actually. Click, 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 click. Uh, and one above. All right, cool. Very good. Looks looks like it will trace down a little bit, so we're gonna wait. Huge wick there, right? It's not so good. Oh, it'll be awesome if it goes down to this 500 where we made that mistake, but I doubt it. Let's see if we can bank. Wait a second, that was up? No, I want it down. Ah, shit. That was stupid. Ah, that was my moment too, and I screwed it up and I clicked it anyways. All right, whatever, fine. So you see that stupid mistake, right? Lame. God, that sucked. All right. God, that sucked. Ah. That's why when you have a lot of positions, that is the negative side effect of it, is that I seen 500 and I was assuming that that was the one going down. And because it was just a few seconds left, I seen that the momentum was going down and I wanted to ride that in a few seconds just to kind of grab a quick 500 bucks. Um, Completely lame. All right. Either way, we're up in cash. I'm gonna wait for it to get down just a little bit. It's gonna close above here, so I still want it to go down just a little bit just before I even enter another position. Just gonna wait this one out. Let's see what's gonna happen here. And everything's freezing, so I don't know what's happening. Uh, Bitcoin's going down. Try that for 250. See what's gonna happen here. Mm-hmm. Do we have a reversal on the market? It looks like it. And it is risky doing the candlesticks, but eh, whatever. Bitcoin, we hit it right. Or how's this candle going to close is important. Ah, you see I clicked it way down, but still a minute and 20 seconds, so we could still reach above this. Hype. See, I wanted it down here. Okay. Okay. The market seems to be reversing a little bit. See how it's going to play on this support level. We're not losing anything right now. Just kind of getting a little bit of how to trade right now on today's market. Let's look at the 5 minute and see what's going on without this noise. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. There we go. At least to break even. Yeah, yeah. Again, it should have been way down here, and we would have been golden. Okay, we broke even. No complaints. Ah, no, I clicked it and it's that's how it got me. All right. $100. Do a couple of $100 trades so I don't lose my ass off. Okay, maybe 200. It's just not worth it. So it's so hard to trade when when the market's doing this, and because of this window. But okay, we're not complaining, right? Honestly, right now, this gap, I want it to continue going down. We made $1,000 though, so we did reach our goal, right? Oh, maybe a little less, but we'll do a minute and 30. I don't, something about $100 in like 5 minutes. There we go. Say 2 minutes maybe. Yeah, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. There we go. $1,500. Okay. That's what I was talking about, that huge dip down. Now this and what you're gonna see some pushback coming up from this, but that's what I wanted it to go down. Ah, I was trying to roll that over. Damn it. 700. Yeah, there we go. You seen that pushback coming in here this wick, right? This will be the last trade because I've already made the profit. This will be what we were wanting to make in profit, 1,500 bucks. This 400 is going to play out too. Pretty good. 1 minute left. I'm clicking to double up and it freezes on me. So have a good internet connection. Kind of screwed me, but is it going to bounce off that? No, and we're going to make another 1,500 bucks. I hope. 30 seconds, 15 on the candle. No, we'll break even from it. Yes. No. No, come on, come on. Stop playing games with me. Ah, damn it. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. Is that hype? And then it's going to go down. Damn it. Okay, we broke even. Okay. So I told you that that's going to be the last trade just because it's kind of a hard market to trade today. But we still made 2 grand. So we doubled our profit what we were intending on making either way. It's going to bounce off this and continue up to this resistance. Or not. Depends on how this candle's going to do. We'll see. I would give it 2 candles, 3 candles after that, and then we're going to see. Just to let it play out. So I'm not going to enter anything right now. But the big bucks is that it's going to come down here and bounce. But especially now that we got a wick, so now we can... It'll confirm from this candle here what it's going to do. Some money. Some of the trades from today. Yeah, this looks like this is going to confirm, but still too close to call. Wait for about 15 seconds to for it. Here, when you're trying to wait for a confirmation candle, 15 seconds is really the most surefire way. 30 seconds typically, but you can see it's kind of coming up, but it could really form a big wick. And let's see what I mean. So 15 here, it's going to go up, depending on which the wick size. Yep, see, boom. That's how you do it. All right. Either way, 2 grand in profits. Not major, not like how we've been doing, but you can't complain on it, right? So it's Friday, 2 grand, 30 minutes. You, easy. Well, easy, a little stressful, but the market's just not our thing today. Uh, we kind of came up and touched, but either way, we were starting to lose some money, but we came out on top. So we're not going to fret over that, right? Can't cry over spilled milk, and we made some profit. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Be sure to write, and well, I'll see you then. So guys, have a wonderful trading period, and I'll catch you on Monday during the next live